Welcome everyone to Steve Savant's Money, the name of the game. I'm your host, Steve Savant, syndicated financial columnist and money color commentator. On today's show, the 4 annuity questions you need to have answered, part 3 of our series on annuities and retirement with nationally recognized annuity expert, Stan the Annuity Man. Welcome to the third segment. Stan.
Great to be here. Let's keep rocking and rolling.
Stan, we're talking about your books, Amazon.com, and anybody that actually comes through this show, you'll send it to them as a consumer, right?
For free.
For free.
For free.
How hard are these to read?
Easy to read, and by the way, we won't even call you. We don't ask for phone numbers, so no one's going to chase you down, show up on your doorstep. I mean, I'm going to send these to you. I'm assuming you're smart enough to read them, and if you're interested, call me.
These are easy to read.
Yep.
And they're really educational.
Brutally factual.
Very factual. I like that. Well, put us on your screen there, Stan, and I want to talk today on this segment. You have a little acronym. Now, I don't know if it's good medicine for my finance or you're using the acronym for a kind of a stalwart position of defense, but you call it the PILL, P-I-L-L. Why don't you walk me through the first one, P?
Well, let's go through the whole thing. When I tell people all the time, they say, Stan, do I even need an annuity? I mean, I hear all these annuities. If you look at the PILL and you look at what they stand for, we're going to go through them. That will tell you if you even need one. Let's go through them quickly, and then we'll go through each one. P stands for principal protection. I stands for income for life. L stands for legacy, and the other L stands for long-term care. So principal protection, income for life, legacy, and long-term care. If you don't need to solve for one of those 4 situations, you don't need an annuity. And notice, Steve, there's no G for growth.
That's right. So we're talking about, I mean, I want to make sure we all hear. So if you went down this gauntlet that will sort your need and you don't have any one of these 4 on there,
don't buy an annuity.
You're not buying an annuity.
They're not for everybody.
Okay, but I'm sorry, but Steve, I'm Mr. Boomer and I'm heading for retirement here pretty quickly. Principal protection is kind of important.
Principal protection. I don't want to lose any more money. I don't want it to go south. I'm going from accumulation to lifestyle. Okay, I don't want to lose anything. Well, there's 2 types of annuities that do that. Fixed index annuities, keyword fixed, and multi-year guarantee annuities, which are fixed rate annuities. Those are the 2 for principal protection.
Okay, so I'm a boomer, and I think I speak for a lot of my generation. We can't take another 2008 hit. We can't.
Right.
We cannot.
You can't go backwards.
Can't go backwards. And I think by 2015, we almost got par. Almost got back to par. Think about that. It took me 5 years to do that. So principal protection is on the mind of almost every boomer that knows I can't take a hit.
But here's the key, though. With principal protection, you have to have realistic return expectations. You can't say, Stan, I want to protect my principal and get 8%. No.
Not going to happen.
When the 10-year Treasury, listen, people, when the 10-year Treasury is at 2.3, there is no 8. Okay? There is none.
There's no 8 guarantee.
There's no 8 guaranteed.
Okay, so principal protection is one of the main reasons consumers actually look at annuities. Talk a bit about, when I talk about principal protection, I'm getting a guarantee of no loss to my principal, period, end of sentence.
End of sentence, and those are the 2 products. Multi-year guarantee annuities, which is the annuity industry's version of a CD-type product, and you can peel off that interest and never touch the principal. Fixed indexed annuities are going to get a little bit better than CD returns in most cases. Same thing, you can peel off that interest and not touch the principal. Keyword, not touch the principal.
All right. Well, I'm all over that. I just saw, old Susanna just died at 116. She was a tricentenarian.
Beautiful.
She was born 1899, lived throughout, died May 2016. She was also a supercentenarian teenager at 116 when she died. A lot of people look at our longevity right now, and it's getting longer. We're becoming the Methuselah marketing generation. What about this issue of income for life? I mean, for life, guaranteed.
Income for life. And that's what sets annuities apart from every single product on the planet. I don't care if it's a bond or whatever. Annuities will pay you for the rest of your life. That's the benefit proposition. You're transferring that risk to the company to pay you either starting right now, or you can buy a deferred income stream starting at a later date. People have to understand, annuities were put on the planet and started in the Roman times as pensions for the Roman soldiers and their families for their dutiful service. That's what they still do. And most people look at annuities as income products. Now, one of the misnomers is, hey, Stan, if I buy an annuity and my plane hits the mountain, the money goes poof. Well, that's one of 15 ways to structure it. Most people that buy lifetime income guarantees from me make sure that whatever's left in the account goes to their list of beneficiaries on the policy, and the evil annuity company doesn't keep any of it. But here's a key point with lifetime income I want to point out. I don't care what you buy, qualified longevity annuity contract, deferred income annuity, single premium immediate annuity or a rider attached to a variable or index. I don't care. When you take income from that product, you are drawing down, you are subtracting from the total. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. Okay? So you say, well, Stan, I'm just getting my own money back with interest. Absolutely. What happens when my money goes to zero in my account? They still pay you, and that is the benefit proposition, period. That's an annuity benefit proposition for lifetime income.
I just want to underscore it by one. Listen, the Guinness Book of World Records is Jean Clement, 122 years, 164 days. If she had one of these income for life annuities, it'd have paid it.
It'd have paid her for 35 years with zero in the account.
Yeah, forget
So people say, well, Stan, what's my return on investment? I don't know that until you die.
Well, if she picked that contract up at 65 and she didn't die till 122, we're talking
Right.
serious.
And people have to understand that they can start income now or start income 10 years from now or start income up to 45 years from now with deferred income annuities. I do a lot of planning with people that have wandering ambiguities as children, and they want them to make sure that they're going to get income in the future. We can take them at age 20, defer it to age 60, and have that pension start at their age 60. Do that all the time. I call that handcuffing with love your beneficiaries. So we do that as well.
Let's talk about legacy. Part of the PIL, P-I-L, first L, legacy. Am I leaving a legacy to who? Who am I leaving this legacy
Whoever you choose. Life insurance, and let's get this straight right here. Life insurance is the best legacy product on the planet. It is. But there's a lot of you out there that are drinking a bottle of scotch a day and smoking a carton of cigarettes. Love you for that. However, you're not going to qualify for life insurance. Well, there are annuities that you can attach riders, and a rider is an attached benefit to a policy that will grow, and you can leave that growth amount to the beneficiaries. You don't have to go through any medical tests or anything like that. But for the people out there as supplemental type coverage, if they want to protect the principal and leave growth legacy to their heirs, there are fixed annuities and their variable annuities with death benefit guarantees. Remember, I draw the line down the middle of the page. Here's the part that's we don't know what the returns. This side over here is the guarantee. They're going to have a guaranteed percentage annually until you die, and that can be left to the beneficiaries. The difference is life insurance, that's left tax-free. There is taxability on the death benefit with annuities. But if you're that person that cannot qualify for life insurance, there's a legacy play here for annuities, and it's contractual.
So if you want to give something to your beneficiaries,
You can do it.
You could do it. Now, when I'm thinking about this other L in your acronym PILL, a lot of people are concerned, and it is a concern. I mean, Fidelity just came out with their long-term care survey again.
Right.
They're talking about $250,000 just to keep you alive in some of these scenarios. Talk about long-term care as it relates to annuities. You're Stan, the annuity man. Why are we talking about long-term care?
Well, first of all, just like when I said life insurance is the best legacy product, traditional long-term care is the best long-term care coverage you can buy, period. Okay? In a perfect world, in a world where the planets align themselves, annuities with long-term care benefits should be used as supplemental coverage. Okay? Never have anyone cash you out of your traditional long-term care to buy an annuity with a long-term care or confinement care type coverage.
Okay, I want to stop you there.
Yeah, please do.
This is a huge issue.
Big time.
Now, you can't. Why are you making such a blanket statement? Listen, you got an LTC contract already, standalone, not a hybrid.
Keep it.
Keep it. Don't go ahead and trade it in because there's some deal here, because it may not be anywhere near a deal.
There is no deal. There is no deal.
Right.
Traditional long-term care is still the best coverage. Now, annuities do have long-term care and confinement care coverage. There's actually annuities with pure long-term care, which is a health product, not to get caught in the weeds a little here. But a lot of what's going on right now, agents will talk about income doublers for long-term care or income doublers for confinement care. And really, I got a little saying with that. That's just getting your money back quicker when you get sicker. There's not that big of a deal, but if you can't qualify for anything else and that's all you got, then that's good. Okay, but it's guaranteed issue.
So I'm thinking people just figuring out, hey, I'm going to have to need some LTC. There's no way I can pass a physical to get a standalone. This could be the option.
It's your only option.
It's your only option.
I'm not saying it's perfect, but it will offset some of those costs.
I'm sure that when you look at the actuarial issues, hey, look, if I have an annuity and I have a long-term care, I can't really get the best of both worlds. Something's going to, suffer probably. But if that's all I have, this could be the way to go.
Well, and not to be the Grim Reaper, but when you can't do 2 of the 6 daily functions of life, which is, feed yourself and clothe yourself and bathe yourself. I mean, first of all, life stinks, right?
Right.
But actuarially, you're going to live an average of 3 years and a maximum of 7. So you kind of have to prepare for that. And these attachments that are guaranteed issue with annuities for long-term care when you can't get traditional long-term care or confinement care, it's not a bad deal.
Well, I love that. Don't forget to watch our next episode, What Do You Want Your Money to Do and When Do You Want It to Start? Part 4 of our series on annuities and retirement. And keep in mind, before moving forward with any of the ideas on our show, always check with your tax consultant, legal counsel, financial advisor, or Stan the Annuity Man. You've been watching Steve Savant's Money, the name of the game.